Peace, God. How you doing, Infinite? How's everything?
All right, I'm peace. Introduce yourself, you know.
I be Melchisedeck Supreme, Shabazz Allah, Universal High Priest of the Nation of Islam on earth and in the universe. Okay, I am that I am. What you see is what it is.
Peace.
It's good to be. I'm glad. I'm happy that you welcome me here in your studio. You know, to take the time out of your busy schedule to interview me. I really appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate you giving us, taking the time to, give some of your history and share some of your wisdom, some of the things that you've been through your history.
Yes, sir. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, talk about your history. Like, how did you? Well, where are you originally from?
Originally from? I'm from birth? Yeah. My father's South Carolina. My mother was North Carolina and everything. And we was raised. We came up north at a young age. Okay, we started out in the Bronx. I was up there in Pelon, Washington Avenue, 3rd Avenue. Then we went down into Harlem, 135th Street, 116, around 5th Avenue. Then from there we came over here to Medina, to the projects over there at on Ralph and Pacific. Okay. There for a while. Then from there went over to Medina, Patchen Avenue of Kingsborough Projects was the one on Ralph and Pacific. Kingsborough's Projects. I was there. My mother I come from a family of Jehovah's Witnesses. My mother was a devout Jehovah's Witness.
She was a Jehovah's Witness?
I was raised Jehovah's Witness.
You were raised Jehovah's Witness?
Raised Jehovah's Witness.
Wow, okay.
At 9 years old, I was making public speech classes in the Kingdom Hall.
Wow.
For 5 and 10 minutes. My mother wanted me to be a minister. I had to go from door to door to Watchtower Bible, Tract Society, all that stuff.
That's interesting.
And we had area Bible study was in our house for years. Because I actually set the living room up for the area Bible study on Tuesdays, right? And let's see, from there we moved over to Bed-Stuy, Patterson and Madison. Then from there, we moved down to East New York, Lincoln and East New York Avenue. Then from there, after I got married at a young age. So
how old did you get married? Well, how old were you?
I got married about 19.
19,
yeah.
Right. Oh, you were still Jehovah's Witness at 19? Or?
No. Oh, after Jehovah's Witness Day, I stayed with that until I was 17.
17.
Then after 17, I hit the street.
Hit the streets.
Because I always had to have me some money. I was communicating with all the street hustlers.
Right.
They was always informing me. I said, how they be living, come by clean, and all that kind of stuff. Pocket full of money and stuff like that, So I always had that, damn, how y'all do it like that? And they say, by me associating with the street brothers, the hustlers and things, they educated me into the fast lane, the fast life.
Right.
So then from there,
you got married at 19.
At 19.
At 19, right.
And then, but before then, I got in the drug thing 17, 18. I started using drugs.
Started using drugs.
Yeah, started using drugs, and then by me using it, keeping my thing going on, I just sell a little heroin. At that time, was $2 tablets.
Oh, $2 tablets. Wow, that's $2. And what year was this, though? Did you say $2 tablets?
We're talking about 50s.
50s, wow.
50s to $2 tablet before people can get high.
Right.
It was heroin.
Heroin, right.
Okay.
For $2.
For $2, right. And you come up with two of us and shoot up and get high. Then I was on the street gangs and stuff. Okay, they called the Uptown Lids or the Pythons, whatever. We had the jackets. We used to give sessions and parties and things like that at the school, at the community center, at 28 Center School on Herkimer Street. And then I went down Fort Greene, because they had a wife and 2 children down at Fort Greene.
Right.
And then I really started hitting street life hard. Start getting paid. You get me some money.
Just getting paid. You a hustler.
Yeah, definitely. And the only thing that's out there at that time was drugs. Okay, so by me being a dealer and everything, I stayed high all the time.
Okay. And this is the streets of Brooklyn.
This is Medina.
This is Medina.
Yes, it's in Medina, right? And then all that lasted for a good while until I got busted, got jammed by an undercover agent. What was it, Shirley, Vivian Ross and all that. Well, they had a dragnet, scooped up everybody.
A dragnet.
Yeah, right.
I've heard that word in a while. A dragnet.
Yeah, right. So anyway, so I took the weight, okay, because all my sources and everything that was supplying me.
Right.
They said when I got busted, they said, okay, what's up, Scorpio? Let's call me Scorpio either Frenchie.
Scorpio Frenchie was your name?
Right, street name.
Street name.
So then I said, well, I got this. It stops here. Okay, so I took the weight, okay? And so mainly my crime rate was consist of narcotics, narcotic, drug, and homicide. I had, when you're out there in the street, you got to take out somebody.
Oh, wow. So you caught a couple of bodies, is what you're saying?
To keep your reputation and your respect. Well, you know what I mean? You have to, somebody, you're going to be challenged.
Right.
Anytime you're out there making money and everything, and you're living large, you're going to be challenged. Okay? And you're going to be put to the test.
Right.
So naturally, you got to defend yourself, defend your program, and defend your reputation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then, in the joint, at the time in Sing Sing, I'm in Sing Sing, Green Haven State Prison, different Raymond Street, the Tombs, and all these places. I've been through all that. So then I got knowledge. I didn't start comprehending the knowledge until I was in Green Haven State Prison. I met a brother named Walter 5X. Walter 5X, but he was already in the temple at the time.
He was in the temple?
He was busted. He was doing time too for assaulting 6 correctional officers in the court. My thing was drugs, homicide, all that kind of stuff.
So did you get busted? You got busted for narcotics, but not homicide.
No, well, see, homicide, you can never get busted for homicide as long as there's no weapon.
As long as there's no weapon, right?
Yeah, see, so if you got to do work or anything, whatever the weapon is, put it in the sewer.
Put it in the sewer. So they never found your weapon?
Never found no weapon.
Okay.
So therefore, it can never, when there's no weapon, there's no, what do you call it, exhibition A or something like that.
Right.
But
and they couldn't tie anything back to you?
They couldn't tie nothing to me.
Right.
So all they gotta do is get me for the drug thing. You understand? So when I met Walter, he already had the knowledge from the temple under Malcolm X. See, and Malcolm X used to come into the Green Haven State Prison and share wisdom with him.
Right.
Okay. So and Malcolm used to bring all the articles from the Pittsburgh Curry. Malcolm would bring them into the prison house to him. So one day I'm walking around the prison yard and everything, and Green Haven was known as the Minister Society. You're supposed to be criminally insane. Okay, it was for homicide, hard drugs, bank robbery, stick-up man assault, real what they call hardcore criminal activities. That's what Green Haven State Prison was.
Right.
You're in your cell like maybe 23 hours out of 24.
Right.
Well, anyway, so I have to be walking around the prison yard and everything, and so I have to be passed by his table. He had a table teaching the brothers Islam, right? As I heard him say, now in Green Haven, you got the riot correctional officers all over the tiers, all over shotguns, riot guns, machine, all that kind of stuff, right? All over the tiers, walking around, watching the prisoners. So I happened to pass by and I heard him say, yeah, and the black man is God and the white man's the devil. And you see them correctional officers up there, them blue uniforms, they ain't never Yaku grafted devils. And pow. He was getting down. Okay, and I happened to pass by me and some other brothers. I said, damn. I said, you hear this brother over here? He said, yeah. I said, well, what he? So I said, damn, he must not be ever planning on getting out of here talking like that.
Right.
So evidently he must have heard me. So he turned around and looked at me and said, what? He said, let me tell you something. If you don't come over here to this table, you ain't getting out of here. Okay. So anyway, so we kept on walking. I said, okay, brother, that's peace. So we kept on walking and everything. So it dawned on me what he had said.
Right.
So anyway, not the next day, about a day or two later, I happened to meet him in the yard. Okay. And he said, come here, brother. He said, what's your name? I said, well, they call me Scopio, or you can call me Frenchie, you know. He said, what you there for? I told him drugs. I said, everything you could think of, I'm there for. I said, they had a whole list, but they couldn't prove nothing. So they just gave me what they could give me.
Right.
So anyway, he said, okay. They said, okay. Anyway, we talked, had a few words back and forth. He said, you ever heard of Mr. Muhammad, the most honorable light? Well, he said, Mr. Muhammad. It wasn't honorable light Muhammad, it was Mr. Muhammad. I said, no. He said, okay. He said, well, I'm going to introduce you to him. He said, tomorrow, I'm hooking with you tomorrow. So then the next day, he came and gave me some articles up from the Pittsburgh Courier. Because at that time, Mr. Muhammad was speaking in the Pittsburgh Courier because he didn't have no newspaper of his own, he didn't have no books, none of that was out there because he hadn't too long came out of prison himself. But he was away for the 7 years on the run, 5 years in prison, so 12 years he was off the scene. So he was just like wanted to get the program off the ground, you know. So anyway, he gave me these articles and I read them. And so when I got to my cell, you know, you read the light, the cell light, and then when the cell light went out, I got so interested, I just get by the tail light and read. Okay?
Wow.
And I just read them all of them, right? I became addicted, man. It's how something catch you because material and stuff that you never saw or you never heard before. You understand? So then from there, he said, listen, when I saw him, I gave him back to him. He said, stop by the table. So then I stopped by the table. The brother was deep. Now his name was Walter 5X, the temple, under the temple.
Right.
But then he had the name Balal, Shabazz Allah, and then he had, the last one was Mukmu Ramza. So he had 3.
And what year was this? What time?
This we were going like 57,
57, okay.
58, 59, in that area, see?
Right.
And then Malcolm used to come inside the Greenhaven State Prison and teach the brother what we call the 120, the lessons.
Well, the supreme wisdom, right?
The supreme wisdom. Right. Okay. And so then he said he would like to sign a writ to have these the teachings of the most honorable life of Mr. Muhammad, the teachings being taught in prison. Right. So we had to file writs for that. So he wanted a certain amount of brothers to file these writs. Okay. And at that time, Paul D. McGinnis was the commissioner at that time. Okay. And so he said, no, I'd like for all you brothers who down with this, if you're about these teachers being having the freedom to be taught inside prison, then you have to fill out this writ. Okay. Now, although that's for this, you know, it's not compulsory, but although that's for this, you know, raise your hand. So we all raised our hand. Those who was down, you know. So he said, now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You're in here. You never made no decent contribution to your people anyway. You got a chance to do something decent for once in your life. We're all here for some type of criminal activity, and we know within ourselves, whatever our criminal activity that we participate in wasn't beneficial for ourselves, our family, or our people. Okay, so you do have a chance to do something decent, something, give something to the people. Right. So the way he put it put you on a guilt trip, especially if you knew you had negative stuff out there that you were doing against yourself and the people. So it put you on a guilt trip. Okay. He said, now although that's down, he said, fill out the writ and everything. And we get ready, just before we file it, I want you to take your pillowcase and draw a crescent the best you can and put that on your bedpost, okay? So those who are not down, the innocent ones who are not involved, they won't get brutalized by the correctional officers because of what we're doing, okay? So all those that were down, we made crescents on our pillowcase, put on the bedpost to let it be known that it's about us. You ain't got to go next door. You ain't got to go over here. Okay?
Making it known.
We're making it known. We're the ones that down with this. Yeah, we the ones that gonna make the sacrifice. Okay, because we ain't got nothing to lose anyway. We're in here. 9 times out of 10, we might not be getting out of here. So you got a chance to do something constructive while you're in here, right? So anyway, we followed it and everything, and so the word went out. that although that foul is written, is not leaving. You ain't getting out of here alive.
Oh, wow.
That was amongst the correctional officers. That went out, okay? So anyway, we filed and everything. But because of Malcolm X, this is why I always have the most love and respect for Malcolm X, Minister Malcolm X. Because I'm talking Minister Malcolm X, under the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. He was coming in and out to keep in touch with Walter 5X because Walter 5X was hot. They wanted him.
They wanted him.
They wanted him. If it don't be for Malcolm's presence coming in and out, and at
They
that
would've got
time,
him.
they would have wasted him. They took him down the box and beat him to death. See, a lot of people out here, a lot of people out here don't know what takes place inside prison because they're not in there.
Right.
You see, a lot of brothers lost their life down in the box for no reason at all. Say if they don't have no communication with the outside, and they find something wrong or think of something wrong that they had done, they use that as an excuse, take them to the box, beat them up, kill them, and so forth like that.
Right.
So, by Malcolm coming in and out, and Malcolm was large. He was smoking all over the country at the time.
Right. You said this is 50. This is early. This is early Malcolm.
Malcolm. Yeah.
This is early Malcolm.
Yeah.
Fiery Malcolm.
The fire.
Right.
The baddest thing in America. There's nobody in America that could top Malcolm. Yesterday or today. With the teachings of Mr. Muhammad.
Right.
Nobody. Okay, not even Farrakhan. Farrakhan is Malcolm's student.
Right.
In fact, Malcolm taught him.
Malcolm taught Farrakhan.
He taught Farrakhan with green as a cucumber. Didn't know that government mind. As far as the lessons, the father had more on the board than Farrakhan.
The father had more on the board.
Yeah.
Right.
The father was deep.
The father was deep.
See, people, that's how I wanted to get on that about the father. See, a lot of people don't understand the depth of the father's thinking at that time.
Right.
Man, it was deep. And some people can comprehend more so than others.
Right.
You understand? We all have our gift. You know what I'm saying? Some gift is more effective than other gifts. You understand?
Right.
Anyway, so what's my point?
So you're talking about saying about Malcolm was coming in and out.
Malcolm's coming in and out. So by Malcolm's presence being consistently coming in and out of the prison, that put a hold on the correctional officer of trying to do us harm, because by Malcolm's reputation, that would have went out big time, all over. So they didn't want to jeopardize their position or jeopardize that exposure.
Right.
You understand? In front of the world of what takes place on the inside of Greenhaven State Prison. Right. So anyway, so we started memorizing. Walter 5X taught us to memorize all the material, the lessons, the material. We had to memorize it. He said, you memorize this because they're going to start shipping us out. And when they start shipping you out, wherever you go, whatever institution you go to, you rewrite the lessons, you understand, and share them with all those that you come in contact with.
Well, let me ask you, like during that time, were the lessons given in a specific order, or did you have them in a different order at the time?
No, it wasn't in a category order like it was in the temple.
Right.
Okay. Because we got that when we came out.
Okay.
But it wasn't. It was lessons, but not in the order like it's in the proper order.
Okay.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Right.
It was the way he was able to defeat it to us.
Okay.
Because see, if you study those articles are all the lessons, but not in the order that 120 or the Supreme Wisdom is in order.
Right.
Like the Studio Roman, Actual Fact, Lesson 1, Lesson 2. No, not in that order.
Right.
Okay. So. Then we grew. Man.
So this is when you grew up in the prison that you started studying.
Man, it got large.
Right?
Walter 5X taught. He raised 3/4 of the prison inmates. He was bad, brother. He was smoking. These ministers today couldn't touch Walter.
Right.
Walter's a Malcolm. Walter is when you say Walter, you're saying Malcolm. And nobody was close to Malcolm but Walter.
Right. So Walter was a student of Malcolm. And basically had the fire like Malcolm.
And by Walter being in prison, and doing the work in prison. Nobody in the nation performed that type of work other than Mr. Muhammad when he was in prison. You see, when Mr. Muhammad was in prison, he taught the prison. You see, and the second one that taught the inmates, that a large amount of percentage of inmates, like Mr. Muhammad in prison, like Walter. See, Farrakhan never was in prison, so he don't know that life.
Right.
See, so that's what's missing.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to say? To be powerful, I mean to be powerful on how you say, undiluted, not dyed and so forth.
Not mixed diluted or tampered with.
You gotta have that kind of experience. You see what I'm saying? Because you in a cage, man, your mind opens up, so you can receive, you can record, you get into the reality of the teachings. You understand what I'm saying? And when you say black man is God, when you confine, when you look in the mirror, you see yourself as God. I mean, no doubt. You understand? Without hesitation, you follow me? And this is what gives you the motivation, the strength, I should say, the education, okay, and the elevation and the determination to stand on a firm foundation that the black man is God and white man's the devil. There's no such thing as fair. You can actually program yourself or make yourself believe you can just about do anything. You see what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So this is the type of teachings that Malcolm was dropping on Walter, and this type of Walter was dropping on us. Malcolm X made you believe you couldn't die. He made you believe that. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Okay. So then that went through, we won.
Okay, we won.
We won. That's why they can go in prison now.
Right.
That started back then in 57, 58, 59. That foundation was laid then. That's why these brothers can go in and out of prison now with the knowledge.
With the knowledge, right.
So then after we got
and what was the prison house that you were in? Do you recall?
The prison, Greenhaven State Prison.
It was Greenhaven.
Austin, New York. Greenhaven State Prison.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. A lot of Sunnis and Orthodox wasn't there. They wasn't there. Well, nobody in there but the 120, the lesson. I mean, well, I should say the teachers of Muhammad.
Right. That's at the time they were known as
that's
Supreme Wisdom.
the only thing though.
Right. Well, it was known as the Supreme Wisdom at the time.
It was pretty, but it was that Muhammad speaks.
Through Muhammad speaks.
That was the teachings. That was it. That's what laid the foundation in all penal institutions. Right. No other Islam was there. No other Islam. It was only the wisdom that was taught by Mr. Muhammad, okay, known as the Muhammad Speaks in prison.
Right.
Okay, don't let anybody tell you different. I'm telling you what I know. Okay. Right. Now we had a lot of brothers there now. It wasn't just me.
Right.
A lot of brothers left, went home and so forth. Went different parts and things like that. So then we got so large, they started shipping us out. Now, Walter 5X and myself, we were so fanatics, like a fanatical.
You became a fanatic yourself.
I became a fanatic.
Right.
The knowledge it's not. See, they say fanatic, you understand, but it's not fanatic. It's strong believer. They say fanatic to make you think like it's a radical thing. When you become a strong believer, but they put it under the heading of a fanatic, you understand, or an extremist.
Extremist, okay.
Or an extremist.
Right.
Okay. So Walter and I, they shipped us out. We didn't have no job. We didn't have nothing. They got rid of us. Okay.
Right.
I think we had $20 in a suit.
Right.
$20, if I remember. And Malcolm had a brother come up there to bring us down to New York. You know, to bring us back down to New York. We had no transportation, nothing. So he had a brother come and bring us down. Okay. So when I came down to New York and everything, I had my wife and children was in Fort Greene Projects.
Fort Greene Projects, okay.
Okay. But I couldn't stay there because they had that thing. If you've been in prison and you come back,
you can't go back to the house.
Can't go back to the house, they lose the apartment.
They lose the apartment.
They're gonna put the family out. They got that going on today too.
Yeah, right.
So
That's under HUD.
Yeah.
Right.
So I told my wife, I said, no, babe, you stay right here with these children. I said, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm going out the street. Okay. Oh, and then after I came out, I went to the temple.
Right.
Okay, I went to the temple. Then Malcolm wanted to meet the brothers who was released. That was in Green Haven State Prison. He wanted to meet them in person. Yeah. So one evening at the temple at the temple meeting, and I was there and everything. So Malcolm came down. He said, "I want to meet them. Any brothers here that was with Walter 5X, I would like to meet with you," which he did. So we met, and that's when the first time I met Malcolm in person. I met Malcolm in person in 1960 in the Salon restaurant after the temple meeting, and that's when I met Malcolm in person.
Wow.
Malcolm said, "Brother," he was very down to earth. He said, "Brother, Allah is with you. Allah was with you, brother." He said, "Maybe you don't realize or have the full understanding of the role you played." He knew Walter. He said, because Walter was sitting right there with me.
Right.
And another brother was, I think Gladstone. Another brother was up there with us. Gladstone.
Okay.
Gladstone was there. You know, it was about 3 of us that were there at the restaurant that were sitting in the company of Malcolm. He said, Allah was with you. Y'all don't know the role that you played. He said, but I wanted you to know Allah was with you and Allah bless you. He said, it was a pleasure. It's a pleasure meeting you, seeing you, that you're out and everything, that you, the foundation that you're laid in the state prison, putting your life on the line. I mean, just on the word of Mr. Muhammad. On the word. I didn't know who Master Muhammad was. I ain't never saw Osama like Muhammad. But just on the word of truth, you know, just accepting the reality of the truth gave us the courage and the strength to do what we did. I had a wife and 4 children here. Okay, so it wasn't about like even when Walter would say, what about your family? Not just to me, the other, but what about your family? And he said, listen, you say Allah, hear me now. You say Allah is God. We make it a sacrifice. We want to do this and establish a solid foundation for our people. Okay? So being that Allah understand what we're doing, He gonna take care of our family. I mean, you understand what I'm trying to say? Because we're doing this out of our faith and belief in Him, which we never saw. I never saw the messenger. I never saw Mr. Muhammad. I never saw Malcolm. At that time, I didn't even see Malcolm. I didn't see Malcolm until that came out. You understand what I'm trying to say? Right.
If Mecca did this.